weather has become very dicey. Scattered rainfall now and then. Well, I'm standing at the bank of Ganges in Chinsurah, West Bengal, Hooghly, which is also on the radar. It is on the red alert list. According to the Met Office, the landfall of Remal is going to take place around 11 p.m. between 11 p.m. and 1 a.m. today night. But it's already a cyclonic weather across West Bengal, and as I said, I'm in Chinsurah. So here already we can feel the cyclonic, the weather, the incessant rainfall, scattered rainfall right at the moment though, but often see that rainfall is taking place, and it's winds, gusty wind. But how? Good evening and welcome to Nonsense Talk News. I'm Pallab Ghosh with you. Cyclone Remal, according to Met Office update, will make a landfall between Khepupara in Bangladesh and Sagardweep in West Bengal between 11 p.m. and 1 a.m. Now you may call this Sunday midnight or Monday morning, that's up to you. But while I'm talking to you right now, outside it's very dicey weather. Continuously scattered rainfall is taking place since afternoon, and I'm in Hooghly. Of course, Hooghly is also on the red alert list along with Howrah, Kolkata, South 24 Parganas and North 24 Parganas. But the situation across the coastal belt in West Bengal, predominantly Tajpur, Shankarpur, Digha, Mandarmuni, have been experiencing a very dicey weather since morning itself. And winds were blowing at 90 km per hour. The administration has already advised the tourists to stay indoors and, if possible, leave Digha and go back to their respective destinations. All the activities across the water belt has been suspended. As always, fishermen have been advised to stay away from sea, but the tourists in the morning were advised through miking by the administration to leave the sea or leave the coastal area and go back to their hotels. According to the Met Office update, the velocity of the wind during the landfall of Cyclone Remal between Khepupara and Sagardweep will be around 135 km per hour. Whenever there is an alarm of cyclone, it has two parts. One, before cyclone, and two, after the cyclone. Much like before storm and after storm actually. Before cyclone, you have incessant rainfall. Definitely the ground zero where landfall will take place. For example, here the Khepupara area. In fact, between Khepupara and Sagardweep, the area is experiencing incessant rainfall since past 1 or 2 days. But the other places, like for example Kolkata or coastal belt of West Bengal or Hooghly, where I am at the moment actually, It's incessant rainfall since afternoon, but the second part of the cyclonic weather starts after the landfall, and that's the real dangerous part. After landfall, the destruction takes place because winds with velocity of 120, 135, 140 km per hour, unbelievable velocity, destroys everything that comes in its way. We had seen this during Ayla, we had seen this during Hudhud, we had seen this during Amphan. In fact, every cyclonic storm brought destructions. And this month of May, very crucial month in the year because it's May each year. We experience such development and cyclonic storm. The names I just now mentioned, be it Hudhud, be it Ayla, be it Amphan, or any name, they all took place in the month of May and near about around this time, between 20 to 28. In fact, Amphan took place around this time, 25 or 26th May 2020, if I'm not wrong. Well, according to Met Office, Cyclone Remal will not be destructive like Amphan, but definitely it will have its impact. So please try to stay indoors. Don't venture outside. Even if you are not in the coastal belt, please try to stay indoors. Don't try to venture outside because weather is dicey and winds is going to be gustier and gustier as the time comes close to a landfall and even after. It's possible many areas in your city may go without electricity. It's a common practice. So don't panic. Stay indoors and help the administration because they are having huge workload. Help the administration to fight this difficult situation. They are doing their best and they are trying to help you out. But if you create panic or if you step outside, then definitely it will be difficult for them to manage the situation. This is especially for those areas which will be largely affected post landfall. And those in the coastal belt, it's the request from the Met Office and on behalf of Nonsense Talk News, please cooperate with the NDRF team, please cooperate with the relief operation teams because they are there to help you. Actually, this is the time when people sit here and enjoy the leisure, especially on Sunday evening. But because of the cyclonic weather or because of incessant rain, because of the alert, people prefer to stay indoor and you can see the places totally vacant. Heavy to heavy rainfall will continue for the next 1 or 2 days, and according to Met Office, on 27th, the worst affected, not because of destruction, but heavy to heavy rain, and normal life will be paralyzed across Nadia, Murshidabad. On 28th, the cyclonic storm will headway towards the North Bengal, and worst affected are Alipurduar, Jalpaiguri and Coach Bihar. But being North Bengal, the other places like Darjeeling, Kalimpong, and other hilly areas will be largely affected. As I said, this cyclone will not be as destructive as Amphan, but definitely it will bring destruction with it, because winds blowing at the velocity of 135 km per hour is not a matter of joke. While I'm talking to you right now, I can feel the gusty winds outside. It's definitely not 135 km per hour. It may not be 90 km per hour, but it's quite gusty. And this wind, the velocity of wind, will continuously increase as the time for landfall comes nearer. Worst affected places, according to the Met Office, and advisories have already been issued, and all these places are brought under red alert. 14 companies of NDRF are manning the sea and coastal belts. The worst affected are South 24 Parganas, East Midnapur. Now these two places are worst affected, including Sagardweep, because as I said, the landfall is going to take place between Khepupara in Bangladesh and Sagardweep in West Bengal. So Sagardweep is expected to face huge destruction after the landfall. But other places, according to Met Office, those are on the radar are North 24 Parganas, Hooghly, Kolkata, and Sundarban. These places are also under red alert. Depending on the intensity and the destruction it may cause, because as I said, it's too early to draw a conclusion what it's going to bring with it. But depending on a assumption or presumption, the areas have been advised to stay safe. Deployment of NDRF, deployment of other relief organizations have taken place, and depending on the intensity, the Met Office has already issued red alert, orange alert, yellow alert respectively. In all probability, this is going to stay like this tomorrow also, when definitely there is going to be incessant heavy to heavy rainfall. Actually, Hooghly is on the red alert list, along with Kolkata, Howrah, North 24 Parganas and South 24 Parganas. They are all on the red list, and it's going to stay like this for at least a day or two.